Alright, hey, what's up, guys? So welcome back to the beginner series. I told you I'd bring it back, and here I am. So this is a couple of days played after my last guide on this account. I could look at my check-in reward, but it's kind of skewed. I don't even remember where you do that. You do the settings, right? Yeah, check-in reward. So yeah, I'm at 15 days logged in, but I'd say at least half of these I logged in and just did the summons during the event. I think like I've actually only played this account for about 5 or 6 days. So that's where I'm at with this. I did continue logging onto it during the event because I wanted to take advantage of the free summons, obviously. As for what I got on it, nothing crazy special. I did kind of pull General Purgus, which was able to really gaslight my progression on this account. It allowed me, basically, if you get G-Purg early in the game, you could skip 2 steps into getting Wyvern 11, and then ultimately take him into Wyvern 13. And I'll just talk about that a little bit, which I'm kind of glad I pulled him for this guide, because this will help out people that do get him, and you can go this route instead of the typical route, which most people do. But don't rely on getting this unit. It's very RNG dependent. As you can see, I've leveled up all of this free health gear that you get from the logins. You can see his stats here. He's pretty tanky. He was my second 6-star after Sigrid. I opted to awaken him first. And then I have Sigrid here on all other free gear. I made sure to try and get some effectiveness in her kit, which is like all on this piece of gear. I'll probably try to get some more on her, but essentially she just wants to do damage, right? She's overcapped on crit, but it's whatever. This is just the free gear, right? And then you want to have one of these on her as well to get in the Wyvern. And then I'm also rounding the team out with Tamarin. I just threw gear on her, and I opted to build Terranor Guard instead of building Furious, which that's kind of like the step that I skipped. So basically, if you don't pull G-Purg, the route you're going to go is you're going to take all this gear. You're going to do the Montmorency specialty change, which I was working on before I pulled G-Purg. And to show you that I was working on it, let me run over there real quick. I did farm all this out. I just had to do this part. But since I pulled G-Purg and I have Tamarin, it's like, okay, I don't really need to rush getting Montmorency on this account. So I just decided to not do it yet. She's probably still going to be useful later, but I don't know how long I'm going to play this account. I basically just want to get it into mid-game. And then kind of see what happens. We did just have a hunt event yesterday as the time of this recording. And I do have Wyvern 11 on 100% auto with about a 90% success rate with this team that you see right here. I guess I can go ahead and just show you a run. Why not? I farmed quite a bit of Wyvern. I haven't done any crafting yet. So I'll probably do some crafting in this video and kind of show how I do my first crafts on a new account. To kind of show you how I go through things. So yeah. Where we go, currency. Or crafting materials. As you can see here, got a good amount of crafting material just from spamming Wyvern 11 on the hunt event. And as a free-to-play player, early game player, you're going to want to save all your resources. Notice I haven't spent my sky stones. I didn't even really have to spend much leaves in the hunt event because I didn't do it, I only did it while I was at my computer. So I wasn't able to, really go all in on it. So I still have 89 leaves as well. But yeah, I was able to get some farming done. Let me just show you how my Wyvern team works right now. It's very basic. The fact that I have General Purgus makes it very easy for me. And sometimes I actually kill it pretty fast. So we'll just do this real quick. And then we'll do some gear crafts, and I'll kind of talk about that. I'll show the progress in other areas of the account, where I'm in story and where I'm doing. I'm basically still going through the adventurous path, right? I kind of have to wait until I clear a Nixteed area, so it's kind of holding me hostage a little bit on the adventurous path to continue. Because I get a potion, and I can instantly 6-star another unit, which I'm not really sure on which unit I'm going to do. You get most value out of doing a 3-star. I don't know what 3-star I would want to 6-star per se. But yeah, I've basically just been using my Wyvern team to clear content as well. So like all of my gear is on these units. The Arby I get from the Moonlight Blessing is naked right now. I'm not even using him to do any content with. Even doing Abyss, I'm using my Wyvern team right now to progress. I'm only using these 4 units to do anything in the game right now. Until I get some more gear to fill out on other things, right? But basically, this is the content that you're going to be doing at the start of the game. This is what you want to get to as fast as possible. This is what you're going to be doing the majority of the time you play the game, is Wyvern 13, or if you go into different hunts. This is Epic 7 right here in a nutshell, right? So this is where you get all your gear. This is what you're going to be doing, and this is why G perk is just so good, especially on an early game account, like landing all these attacks and dual attacks, and like you can see this is a very successful run. It's just, this is why G perk is just so good, right? And you can use him into Wyvern 13. Like this account, I think I could push into Wyvern 13 really fast. I just have to figure out another unit to use besides Tamarin, which would probably be like, the ideal choice would be SSB, because I need something to clear the first wave a little bit faster. Maybe like Clarissa or something. But yeah, as you can see, this is a brand new account. Kills Wyvern pretty fast. It didn't even get a barrier. Granted, I got really lucky with dual attacks there. But yeah, like, I was able to, really farm on the hunt event. So, yeah, I got to this level thanks to G-Perg in about 4 days played. 4 days playing the game, not including the extra logins I got. I was able to clear Wyvern 11 at that fast of a pace, right? So, granted, to get to Wyvern 13, you need the debuffs to land. I don't have I don't have, Junkyard Dog for Terranor, which basically gives him a burn. I don't have, I think there's a Sigrid artifact as well that can give him debuffs. I don't have any of that stuff. So, moving forward from here might be a little difficult. I just might have to use Alexa and see if I can just kind of get lucky with the debuffs, which is going to be kind of hard, right? And I'll probably need Proof of Valor for him. I'm still not in a guild, I don't think. I applied to a couple, but can't get in any, and I really didn't feel like making one. So, yeah, I'm not getting any of that, which also you need a guild to get Furious anyways. So, when I pulled G-Perg, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. But, like I said, I'm still progressing through the adventurous path here. I'm just kind of stuck right here. I've already done, like, a lot of the stuff behind it. So here's another free 6-star, right? And then, yeah, just keep progressing through this. I've already done a lot of this stuff. So, I'm kind of halted here. Where I'm at in... I did a little bit of the side story. I might do a little bit more of it. There's this Dear Mentor stuff you can do too. I forget what's in here. Oh yeah, this stuff's worth doing as well. It's just simple stuff, right? I haven't touched it yet. Unrecorded history, I've kind of started going through it a little bit, but like, since I rushed Wyvern, I'm like, I don't really have like a story clearing team right now. Like, I would have to move gear over and etc. But I'm not really in a rush, to get through this. Like, I could do this whenever. I'm only on chapter 5 here. I could do it whenever. I'm not worried about rushing through it. As long as I can farm Wyvern, then I can get gear. I'm golden, right? And then for going to chapter 2, like I've done up to where, like, I basically just been going with Adventurer's Path. So I needed to clear up to 410 to continue the Adventurer's Path. That's where I cleared up to. So I'm just kind of like going through this, right? My sanctuary looks like this. I still have 3 dogs growing. That hasn't changed. I still have this over here. I'm still doing double conquest points because I haven't really been doing arena on the account at all, which is a mistake on my part because you get bonus conquest points as a new player in Start the Game. You want to do arena as much as possible, okay? So don't do what I did on that part because I let the buff go away because I wasn't playing the account. I was playing my main account for the most part. And now that I've been to Wyvern 11, I'm trying to max this thing out as much as I can. And then, over here, I have this as well. I'll want to max this out over time, too. A new feature that was introduced into the game that I highly recommend doing, since my account is so low level, I'm actually taking advantage of this equipment storage here. And I'm storing all the speed gear away. So, and the reason I'm doing this is because you can't convert it until your account is level 55 to cubes, to where you can use it with the equipment conversion boxes. You just can't use it yet. So you can't use these. That's one of the best ways to get like left side gear. Or not left, excuse me. Right side gears, the rings, necklace, boots. That's the best way to do that. So you want to save all of those things early game, and this storage feature is really nice. Doesn't clutter up your inventory. You can throw everything in there, and then as soon as you hit rank 55, you can break down all that stuff into enhancement materials, which I can't even look at here. I could look at on my other account. So I'm farming over here, but basically what I'm talking about, I can just show you here. These. Oh, it's not there. Is it crafting? Where the hell is it at? Oh, it's the cube. So this is what I'm talking about. These things. Right. I don't have that option on this account. It's grayed out. So that's why I'm just storing my speed gear in here. That way I can extract everything out later and then craft some speed gear once I hit level 55. Just a cool, neat little thing that you can do now. I've just been progressing through Abyss just like normal. I've unlocked Automaton and I've unlocked all the trials. There's 3 hours left, so I'm probably going to hop in here and do the best I can. What I recommend for newer players to do, you see this timer here? Wait as long as you can so you can get as strong as you can and get the highest score you can, right? That's what I recommend doing for these. That way you get the most bang for your buck, right? And this is just kind of mid-game. Mid-game is just farming until you get good enough gear to, you know, start progressing in Raid, which I haven't unlocked yet because I unlocked that through, through the, I gotta go look at the name because I forgot what the name was. Unrecorded History. So you unlock that through Unrecorded History, I think in Chapter 5, which is where I'm at now. But at the same time, for me to progress through the Adventurer's Path, I have to clear into Nixie's Sanctum, which is kind of my priority now. So they kind of force you to go there first. The raid gear is okay, but really I don't, like normal raid I don't really care about because I'm already doing Wyvern 11. I'm going to get better gear from there than I will from raid. It's Hell Raid that's the big thing. When you start progressing into where you have more heroes, then that's when you look at Hell Raid, right? So let's do a little bit of crafting before I end this video. We're already 13 minutes in, so I want to make sure, you know, we get some crafting done. And this is how I look at crafting on a new account. So the best thing to craft already, like straight out the gate, is swords, right? And the reason is, like you can see my inventory, I did 110 craft already. And like you can see some of the swords that I have here are actually pretty nice, substat wise. It's because swords, since they have a flat attack main stat, you don't get this stat down here. And swords can also not get defense. So you're also exempt from getting flat defense and percent defense on the subs here, which makes it very narrow in what you can get. And then you have a better chance of getting stuff that goes good with each other. Typically, the only bad thing you can get on a sword is getting effectiveness and effect resistance together. That's the only thing that kind of ruins a sword from being rolled. If you hit both of those stats, that's kind of a dead piece. But everything else, coupled together, can be used on a wide variety of heroes. So swords are just really good to craft, right? So I did 110 craft. I think with the free rewards I got for clearing, you get some rewards from the rep. So I've leveled this sword up too. It rolled really low, unfortunately, but like, you know, good stamina subs. It's a new account. It's still good for it, right? And then same thing here. So since I have those, I have literally no helmets at all. None dropped. I got a bunch of these trash ones. I have a couple chest pieces that dropped. This rolled kind of bad, but you know, it's whatever. We have a couple stuff in here. I'm not even going to look to roll crit set unless it has speed on it. right? Or it's like got damaged subs. I mean, I'm not in the market for crit set that's tanky gear. I'm looking at the long run here, and I only want to roll gear that I'm going to be using for a long time. And that's how I'm going to manage my resources. I think that's the best way to do it, starting out the game, is, you know, to craft stuff the right way, right? It's only going to help you, I think. You don't want to clutter your inventory with a bunch of garbage gear, right? So, since I already have a couple decent swords, and I have literally no helmets, like I said, we're going to wait until we can do conversion for these. Then I'll probably craft a couple, and then extract them. So I'm not even going to bother crafting any of this stuff until my account's level 55 and I can extract it. Otherwise, it's just going to clutter up my inventory. So we're just going to focus on left side gear, meaning swords, helmets, and chests. That's all I'm going to go for. I might craft a couple boots just because getting some speed boots is nice. I do already have one pair that dropped while I was farming right here that actually rolled pretty nice. I can use this piece of gear for a while. Like, this is a pretty nice pair of boots. Like, I would use this on my main account. Right? You reforge this, goes to 45 speed, decent defensive stats. I re-roll this crit to health, and it's a pretty nice piece of gear, not gonna lie. So, it's nice. I can use it for the long haul. But we're just, you know, we're looking to get these for drops from Wyvern, and we're not really looking to craft them until we can extract the cubes and do the conversion. So, let's craft some helmets, and I'll show you what I'm keeping at this stage of the game. Right off the bat, this helmet is insane. I would love this on my main account. I really don't like hit set at all, but the fact that this carries attack, crit damage, and effectiveness, I might be able to use this on like Terran or Guard early in the game, or on my Sigrid for a Wyvern DPS, so that's fine. I'll keep that as well. I can already see that this is a good piece, speed set. All these subs are good with each other, so I'll keep this. No thanks. I'm not going to keep any blue items at all. Ever. I don't like this one either. And I don't really like this one either. This one isn't bad, but this isn't something I want to waste my resources on. So go ahead and range. We'll keep that. And that's all I said, right? What about this one? No. No. So yeah, we keep these. No. So we're going to lock these. Let's go ahead and do one more 10 craft. This has speed on it. I highly recommend speed checking even this early in the game. I'm not going to speed check this. So we're going to keep this. I don't think anything else in here is crazy good. This has okay stats for being on, but it's on crit set, which annoys me. But being this early in the game, it might be worth a couple rolls to see if it's usable. Because the base stats are kind of high, you know, it has speed, they're all usable together. Maybe broken set, right? For a Soul Weaver or something. So that's all I'm going to keep here. I'm going to do another 10 craft. I keep this. Like I said, damage subs on crit set is totally fine. It's a red. It's got speed on it. Definitely want to roll this. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested in that. And this is the only piece I'm going to keep here. And I think we can do one more. And then we'll do some chest pieces as well, so we can kind of round out our gear a little bit. Right off the bat, I can see everything is hit set and crit set, which is tilting. I'm going to keep this because it's a 4 base speed. I would recommend like 3-4 base speed. Try and roll them. It's not a bad idea, because high speed is very valued in this game. Okay, so there's those. Let's go ahead and try some chest pieces. I don't think I have much inventory space. Oh, I still got quite a bit. Okay, so kind of looking for the same thing here. I will keep this. Crit set with crit chance. I don't like these subs, personally. Don't like that. And then, like I said earlier, like all this speed gear, I'm going to throw into storage to use later, right? So that's the only piece I really like here. Even for being a new player, right? I'm not going to roll trash gear because it's just going to end up being a dead piece of gear in my inventory later. And I don't want that. So like this on crit set, we like this. We take this. This on crit set, it's basically the same piece as this one. So we get 2 chances to roll it. We take this. I like these too. We take that. And what we got here? Effect resistance, crit chance, health. This might be okay to roll, but we got plenty of other items we want to roll here. Speed set, effectiveness, crit chance. This might not be bad either. We'll hold on to that. So we'll lock these. Let's go ahead and craft again. Okay, this is going to be kind of a longer video. It's okay, I guess. First glance, I can see I have nothing good here. This isn't bad. It's hit set. I honestly don't want to roll hit set anything unless it's absolutely insane. I don't even want to waste my resources on it. This one's not terrible. But I honestly, I don't even want to roll it. I don't. Like, being a high-level player has really changed how I look at gear. So, yeah. That's all our crafts there. So, we're going to roll a couple pieces. And then we have a pair of speed boots over here already, so we can kind of turn it into, you know, maybe we could build a decent soul weaver or something, right? So I want to look at the really good pieces first. So like I really like this one. Let's see what this does. See, I still got all this fodder in here. We're just gonna avoid using the speed pieces. I'm totally, like, some people say it's better to sell this stuff. You can use it to enhance your gear. I don't. It's up to you. Okay, so that rolled crit. Rolled low, but it's okay. Like, we're a newbie, right? So we just, okay, it rolled crit again. That's unfortunate, but yeah, it's not too bad. I don't think we're gonna make this a plus 15 piece of gear yet because we're limited on resources. But maybe we can take it to plus 9 and, you know, just kind of hold on to it. We already locked every piece of gear. That was good while we crafted, so I'm not too worried about feeding all this stuff in. Okay, let's see. I don't mind beelining all in the crit, to be honest. Okay, that 4 speed roll is really good. I'm just gonna, fuck, I really want to keep leveling this helm. Like, it's actually really good so far. I mean, it low rolled the crit. I'm missing 4% crit here, but that last roll in the speed, like if this rolls speed again, like this is actually like a pretty good helmet. But we're gonna hold it here. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. We got some other ones here, like this one. This could be good for a DPS they're using now, like cigarette. Okay, nice attack roll there. I don't remember what the base was, but it's only missing 3% here, so it couldn't have been that bad. Okay, that was a 7. This is actually a really good helmet so far. Another high roll, please. Okay, that was unfortunate. That was a min roll, but it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. It's crit set. If it's not super fast, you're going to be basically using it on a PvE hero the entire game because you're going to want immunity late game anyways, right? So we'll just leave that at plus 9 as well. Let's see what we have for chest pieces. We got those 2 crit pieces that are really nice, right? Let's roll these and see what happens. It's got really low base rolls, but for a new account, I think that's fine. Get rid of some of this stuff cluttering our inventory here. We're just looking for high rolls to make up for these low rolls. We don't want defense. That's not what we want on the piece of gear like this. Okay, this is a tragedy. Let's go to the other one. We'll hold on to it because, you know, we still are on a new account. But that's very unfortunate how that rolled. Okay, this one's doing the same exact thing. If it hits health, it's rigged. Wow, low roll. Okay, so I'm sensing some shenanigans going on here because we just bricked 2 pieces of gear in a row. Unfortunate, but it's still a new account, so they're still usable pieces of gear. I'm just gonna hold on to them for later. Do we have any other pieces? I'm not gonna roll that just yet. We have this one as well. I'm not really looking for a speed gear right now. I'm just looking for gear to put on my units to help me clear through PvE content easier. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So if I can make my units do more damage, to where I can progress into Wyvern 12, if I can make my G-Perk tankier, that's what I'm looking to do right now, basically. If I could get a good speed DPS set on my Sigrid and have her take even more turns, but using G-Perk, I don't have that issue, right? So kind of looking to make my Tamarin a little bit faster so I can get her to cycle into her S3 even faster. But right now, like, it actually just would be a nice, and nice to have another set to throw on another DPS unit so I could start clearing through Abyss, like, more difficult floors and start looking into doing that. So maybe, like, gearing my RB out again. So maybe we just go ahead and try and get a full set of gear going for him instead. But it's going to be kind of difficult here. I do have this ring. I think I'm going to go ahead and max this helmet. Frees up some inventory space. And we'll just go from there. Honestly, don't want to keep this, but I'm going to roll it. So you get this from Abyss, right? Okay, now we got our speed pieces down here that we're going to put in storage. See if I can get this to plus 12 at least. Okay, another speed roll. If this rolls speed again, it's actually not a bad piece of gear. Like, it hits 4, and it ends up being like a... What would it be? 3 speed rolls? 11, 14 speed with 20 attack and crit on it? That'd be pretty nice, actually. For an account this early, that'd be a really nice piece of gear. So we have this one, which just kind of rolled, unfortunately. Yeah, speaking of Tamarin, this is like... Oh, wait, it's hit set. Well, actually, hit set's not bad on Tamarin because she strips. Now I think about it. Let's see what happens with this one. Okay, decent attack roll. But yeah, so this is basically what you're going to be doing on another high attack roll. It's a decent weapon so far. This is what you're going to be doing all of Epic 7. Welcome to the rest of your time playing this game. Okay, we're beeline and attack hard here. This is actually pretty nice. If we get some crit down here, this would actually turn into a pretty nice weapon that we'll use for a very long time. If I nailed a 5 crit down there, let's see. 5 crit, right here. Or health, that's good too. Okay, this is a nice sword. Definitely hold on to that for a minute. So this is what we're doing, right? Farming gear, building up more units, collecting more penguins to make 6 stars with, right? Keep your dogs going. Keep summoning dogs. But that's pretty much it. I don't know where I'm going to go from here in this guide series. Because this kind of like you can kind of like, once you reach to this point, you're kind of just coasting, right? If you have any questions, because I'm going to continue playing this count. Might as well. I have the resources. I can play both my games at the same time. So, I mean, I'm just going to be playing it on the side a little bit. I'll be farming on events and stuff. I do have another account that's already like way past this. I think it's already farming Wyvern 13. In addition to my main account. I just haven't played it in over a year. So, it's already got 5 ML5s on it too. So, I think that account would be better for me to like try to push into doing like RTA again on another account. But, I don't know. I think playing this one's been interesting to see the new player experience. I think it's really good right now. Like I said, into Wyvern 11 in 4 days. And that's because I pulled G-Perk. It probably would have took 5 days otherwise with Montmorency and Furious. But, yeah. If you have any suggestions or anything you want to see, like on like an account that's on this level, like how I get into what, I could still do Hell Raid, getting into Hell Raid, getting into Raid, progressing through story more and etc. I could do all of that still. So as I can progress on this account, I'll keep making videos on it and we'll just go from there, right? So yeah, really long video. But yeah, if you're still here, I'd appreciate a like, a sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Fuck.